And the prince gave them a crisp salute as he marched past them down the main route. And at the end, he stood up very straight. And then he simply walked out of the gate. What are some things the boy did to show that he is brave? What are some of his gestures or body movement that he did or displayed to show that he was brave? Yes, that's right. Gave them a crisp salute, like salute. He marched past them and down the main route. And at the end, he stood up very straight. That means he's straight and tall and proud and strong. And he just walked out the gate. That shows that he's brave. And he's about to conquer his fears. Once outside of the kingdom, he tried to stay brave as he walked toward the dragon cave. Would you buckle or would you be brave? He could smell the fire of their breath and wondered if he would meet his death. But he remembered what his father had said, that most of the fear was inside his head. And we talked about that earlier too, that sometimes your fear is mostly just what you've created inside your head and not what the reality is. Here we go. When he got near to the cave, he looked around, but he saw no dragons upon the ground. So he walked closer and then heard some noise and thought, and though it scared him a bit, he still kept his poise. So when you have a poise, you're very calm. Then he got to the edge of the cave and looked in and saw countless numbers of dragons within. Countless numbers of dragons within. What does that mean by countless numbers? So less is the suffix in the word at the end of the word, and less means, remember what we talked about what less means? Count less, unable to or without. So count he's not able to count it because there's so many. It's like counting the stars in the sky or counting the sand on the beach or like counting the freckles on my face. There's countless, unable to count. But when the dragons saw him, they scattered and hid. Even though the prince was just a little kid, the prince, he couldn't believe his eyes because to the prince, this great surprise. The dragons, great surprise, let's see. The dragons, though many, were as small as could be. In fact, they only came up to his knee. And when they breathed fire, it was just a tiny flame, and that any little matchstick could put to shame. That means the fire was not even big. You ever seen a match being drawn, like someone, mom or dad or a family member light a match before, and how small that is? Well, the dragon's breath is actually smaller than that. So you create these big fears in your head, and in actuality, there's nothing to be afraid of because it was all in his head. And their teeth were very sharp and white and shiny, but they were also very tiny. The teeth they had were as small as a pin and wouldn't even bite through the prince's skin. Okay, here goes our friend again. So we're just gonna give you a little preview of what's to come tomorrow. And based on the pictures, I want you to start thinking about what you think happened here. Use the pictures to help you think about what you think happened. Tomorrow, I hope we have a guest reader. I was trying to convince someone else. We'll see. Look at this, guys. Look at that. What do you guys think? So now you have a little clue of what's to come when we finish the book tomorrow. Good night, guys.